Hey there, I'm Vergola, and you're listening to a Pup in the Life, Pod-fessions of a founder's pup. In this walking podcast, I will tell you all about my life with Mom, who's a startup founder, talking startups, entrepreneurship, but also other interesting topics such as mental health and a bit of fun too. Join us in this walk of life. Hello. This is a Pup in the Life. How are things going? Pup in the Life. So we're here combating the cold. It's been so bad. But yeah, we're alive, and this is what's most important. So today we are just thinking about the power of networking and the fact that it's not a concept that was pretty common in Italy, in where we live. And that this kind of mom just worked on that and just really got to know it when she was living in the US and UK. And to be honest, it's something that's pretty interesting to understand, is that such a concept really can change the professional lives of people on the other side of the pond. And here in Europe, sometimes we just think that it's, I don't know, it's posturing, it's faking interest, it's, I don't know. We could talk about many other times about networking and how important is the fact of connecting with other people, and that you can stop networking at some point in your life, but up to a certain degree, like if you're just having objectives and you look for something, you shall be helped by somebody. And that somebody you might just find networking. But one of the most important things about networking is that it requires one single thing, except for genuine interest, that if you don't have, like, it really shows. Like if you're trying to network with people just because you're trying to get something out of it, imagine a startup founder networking with, investors. And it can show pretty easily and pretty fast that they're just trying to get the money out of their pockets and put it in their own pockets, which is, of course, what investors expect founders to do. But it's way better to connect with them, just network with them, and you get to know them before than you actually need them. And then just building up from there. But anyways, the interesting thing about networking, and the thing that most people overlook, besides interest and the ability to really get to listen to people, is this one. Hey, if you're enjoying this episode, why don't you tell your human to share it on their social media? You actually can also tag us and let them put a picture with you, your animal friend, or just them listening to the podcast with their thoughts. I hope to see you again around, and let's just continue listening while we make the podcast grow and I get some new animal friends. Now, let's get back to the show. It's made up of two things: timely feedback and honest feedback. So picture this: you introduced someone to somebody, and for example, imagine an investor, and that somebody just happens to give the money to the person whom introduced it. So A and B got introduced by you, C, and A gives money to B. And imagine that A doesn't tell you anything, which is also potentially understandable, but not good. And B doesn't even say thank you, doesn't even talk to you, doesn't, you know? And so the thing is, are you okay with that? Do you think it's a good way of just approaching, life in general? And it's not about a thank you. It's about the fact that probably next time, I'm not even giving you a piece of advice. I'm not even giving you the person. I'm not expecting you to tell me anything about it. And so I'm not taking the action. Is this something good? No, because it doesn't help network. It doesn't help the fact that you're a credible person. It doesn't help you in the future. It's not a long-term game. So it's not about getting what you need and then just disappearing and then just, yeah, bye-bye. It's about actually building something. And this is something that most people don't get because networking is also a long-term game. Sometimes you meet somebody, it's very bad to say, but you don't need them. And how about you don't need them, but you say thank you anyways, and you just keep the relationship and you somehow just keep them in the loop. I don't know, just invest in something. And I get it, like you're a billionaire, you're a millionaire, like you got your objectives, you live in the midst of the total nothingness in an island in the Pacific Ocean. You might not care. I get it. It's totally fine not to care. But the problem is that if you don't care, then it's okay. But if you care, what are you going to do about it? If you care, how do you expect that your reputation doesn't follow you as a person who doesn't follow on, doesn't follow back, doesn't follow up? This is very bad. And so if you're thinking about approaching networking, especially as a young professional or as somebody who doesn't think they need networking, because somehow you might just think you don't need them because anyways, it's totally possible for you to do your shit, but you're starting to think that you didn't, like it could potentially help you get where you want to get. Focus on this, because it will also put you in a totally different perspective and direction than many other people and than many other networkers or so-called networkers are, because you then know that you can actually be a good person to meet and that people can trust you, because the first time it might happen, the second time you're screwed. So yeah, bear in mind timely feedback and honest feedback. 50% and 50%. There is another important side, which is a request. It doesn't happen without it. Please, just listen to people. Just care about what they need to say. Otherwise, it's totally bullcrap. Now, I will send you kisses, hugs, and a bit of barks. And we might just get a tiny aperitivo with mom today, because it's been a long, long day. And I hope you're enjoying your networking or whatnot. And I hope to see you around. Bye!
Hey, it was great to walk with you today. I hope to see you again around soon. By the way, in the meantime, you can find me on Mom's social media. If you look for Marta Basso, which is MartaBasso. Yes, it's Marta without an H. Just find us, send us a like, a comment, a message, reshare the episode if you liked it. I will send you all my hugs and kisses and a bit of barks as well. Walk with you next episode. Bye!